Hi, Deacon Matt here, reaching out. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about the coming gospel. Sunday, May 3rd, Gospel of John. Jesus says, I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. He says he is the shepherd, and he walks ahead. The sheep will follow, and they recognize his voice. You know, I don't know anything about sheep. Grew up in the city. So I spent a little time learning about sheep. And yeah, sheep are dumb. And if anyone wants to argue with me, I'm going to present this story that I found. In 2005, a group of shepherds in Turkey sat down to have breakfast while their flocks grazed together. And at some point, one sheep either stumbled over this cliff or jumped, and 1,500 other sheep followed after. Tragic day. Yes, sheep are dumb. And Jesus calls us sheep. He calls us his flock. But not because he thinks we're dumb, but because he knows that we can't reach heaven on our own. It's not enough to be a good man or a good woman. Because if that were the case, why did Jesus die on the cross? Something to think about. As sheep, we need a shepherd. We need someone to guide us, to show us the way, to bring us to the good pastures. As sheep, we need someone to protect us. And most importantly, we need to be brought to the good pasture. We need the shepherd to feed us with his word, and most importantly, with his body and blood. You know, sheep and people flock together. They'll move all in one direction. And you can see that in society, especially people moving from one opinion to another, from one fad to another, flocking together. But if you're still listening to me now, I would say that you're something more than just a sheep. At this time in shelter in place, you are looking for something more. You're reaching out, you're going further. I would say that maybe you're a sheepdog. So what does a sheepdog do? The sheepdog, first of all, knows what his master wants. He knows what the shepherd wants. A sheepdog knows where the flock will be, and he goes out to the flock and calmly brings them to the master. If there's any that are hurt or injured, a good sheepdog will draw the shepherd's attention to them. So think about that in spiritual terms. Who is your flock? Who needs the master's attention? And if you're not a sheepdog and you're thinking about the role of a sheepdog in your family and the people that you come in contact with every day, what are the qualities of a good sheepdog? First of all, he has given his will over to the shepherd. He has become an extension of the shepherd. It's no longer the sheepdog's will, but the master's will. Because if he's going by his own will and he goes out into the fields to find the flock, if it's his will, he's going to chase after a rabbit or a deer or whatever distraction comes along. But no, he's tuned into the master's will. The second quality of a good sheepdog is that he knows his flock. The third quality is that he listens to the master's voice. He listens for the commands and does the best he can to follow those commands. So today, I ask you, are you part of the flock? Are you a sheep, or are you something more? Well, pray, hope, and don't worry. God bless.